All right. So I've been asked to tell my story about my journey with the arts and how important they were to me during the course of my public schooling. Well, I talked to my mother because a lot of the stuff I don't remember, she remembers less. But in 4th grade, I had speech impediment problems, some problems with reading comprehension, and they didn't know exactly what it was. In public school systems, when I was in 4th grade, when you tested poorly, they put everybody in the same class. I went to Edgewood Elementary, Edgewood Middle, out there in Maryland on the East Coast. And so they put me in remedial classes. And I remember being in these classes and knowing that I was smart and that I didn't belong. I tested highly in math. I was always in the higher classes in math, but reading comprehension was really difficult. I didn't see it exactly the way everyone else saw it. So when I tested, I didn't test it the same as everyone else. I tested poorly. So I remember being in these remedial classes, and I remember that in order to kind of comprehend what I was reading, I would draw it. And later on in life, around I think like 32, I started to realize that I really had some serious problems with reading comprehension. And my mom told me that they diagnosed me with dyslexia. But when I got older, they told me, yeah, Jonathan, you've had dyslexia. You've overcompensated over the course of the years to be able to excel, because you felt like you shouldn't be put back, because the classes that I were in, there was people who were, they were all the people who just couldn't test properly. And I was creative. I was creative as a child, and I'm still creative as an adult. Creativity is a thing I think that is most necessary when we talk about the curriculum for students. Children being creative, problem solving, thinking with different ways to get across what is coming up with a solution to an issue. Whether that be a math issue or a story that we need to tell. And the arts, they helped us tell all those stories, and I'm telling you my story. Well, I wasn't so much into theater. I'm an actor now, but I wasn't into so much theater as I was growing up. We didn't have a theater program. I think we had it when I was in high school, but up until then, I was in Edgewood, Maryland. We really didn't focus on theater. But I remember when the movie started coming to Baltimore, that's when I started really kind of getting interested in seeing that was a possibility that, my dream of being an actor, being in movies, could possibly come true. So, but when I was in school, I was a drawer. My father was an artist. He never really got to do the schooling properly, but I kind of picked up the ability to draw. And I'll show you some of the things that I've done over the course of my life. All this stuff, my aunt has all my stuff from high school. But the first thing that I remember is in my middle school, my 8th grade year, we had a teacher named Mr. Kuhlman. And I don't know if it was 7th and 8th grade, but because it kind of all blends in. But Mr. Kuhlman had a huge effect on my development into the artistic side of me. I was always kind of a quiet kid. As I kind of understand, I was really misunderstood because I was constantly battling to try to understand. So I really felt as though I was really misunderstood. But when I was in the art classes, that's when I became free. I really enjoyed the focus that it brought me and the discipline that it brought me. And it was the best part of my school day, and it made me go there every single day. I got to be creative, I got to solve problems, and I got to explore my mind. And as I got older, as you can see, here's some of my artwork that I haven't painted a long time because, oddly enough, I've become a professional writer. But that's what got me involved in the arts. So, if that makes any sense, I hope so.